Call to order the Advisory Plan Commission for Monday, August 8th, 2022. First order of business is okay. First order of business, the minutes from the July 25th meeting, since we have two of our commissioners that are virtual tonight, so I'll have to call roll call, but I'll take a motion on the approval of the minutes.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Bates, second by Mr. King. I'll take roll. Mr. St. John.
Aye.
Mr. Bates.
Aye.
Mr. King.
Aye.
Ms. Gardner.
Aye.
Magna. I'm
Aye.
Magna.
Aye.
Mr. Probst.
Yeah, aye.
And I myself is an aye.
And I would remind you that because you have a couple of members participating electronically, in addition to always having to call the roll for all actions, we need to be able to see those members who are participating electronically. You have to be able to see and hear you for you to participate in final action and voting. So make sure that your video is up and your mics are on when the roll call is given.
Okay. So we got the approval of the minutes. The second item on the agenda is a request for continuance on PC 2022-060 Sagebriar zone map change. Petitioners requesting a continuance to the August 22nd Plan Commission meeting. Is there anybody here to ask for that, or is it no? You're no petitioner. Oh, yes. Is there someone remotely on this request? Go ahead.
Yes, can you hear me?
State your name and address for the record, please.
Yep, Rex Ramage, Pulte Homes, offices 11590 North Meridian Street, Carmel, Indiana 46032.
Okay, and you're requesting a continuance to the 22nd.
Yes.
August 22nd meeting.
Yes, sir, that's correct.
Okay. Is there a motion for that?
So moved. Second.
Motion by Mr. Bates and second by Mr. Probst. All those in favor, I'll make the call roll. Mr. St. John.
Aye.
Mr. Bates.
Aye.
Mr. King.
Aye.
Ms. Gardner.
Aye.
Monica.
Aye.
Mark's not here. Mr. Probst.
Aye.
And myself is an aye. So motion carries.
Thank you.
We'll see you at the 22nd meeting.
Have a
Those
good
people that are in attendance this evening for that petition, it has been continued to the 22nd. There will be no other written notices sent out. This is your notice that the hearing will be heard on August 22nd, 2022.
What time?
At 7 p.m. And you're welcome to stay for the rest of the meeting, or you can go ahead and leave. So any old business? Any old business from the floor? All right, under new business. So Sagebriar zone map change continue. All right. Excuse me, if you could please take that out in the lobby, I'd appreciate it. We still got some other business to do. All right, next order of business, PC 2022-061, Bushville Road changing commitments. Mr. Tui, you'll be presenting.
Yes, sir.
It is a public
Okay,
hearing.
so this public hearing will be 15 minutes for the petitioner, 15 for any remonstrator, and a 5-minute rebuttal for each. Anybody that's going to speak for or against needs to stand and be sworn in.
Do you swear? That's a testimony of student restaurant. Okay.
Thank you, Mr. President, members of the Planning Commission. I promise you I will not take 15 minutes on this warm summer evening. So here with me tonight, I'm here on behalf of Lennar Homes of Indiana. Here with me tonight is Ty Reinhardt, who's the Director of Land Acquisitions. Thanks for hearing our case this evening. This is a case that was approved by this body in October, I think, of 2021, and then by the council in November of 2021. And one of the commitments provided that the land would automatically revert back to its previous zoning if Lennar had not closed by November or 7 months after the approval. And let's see, does this move it forward here? Maybe here. Aha. So it's it was a 43-acre rezoning into 2 classifications, RA and RM. Lennar is not changing anything on the zoning, but the one commitment, I think it was commitment number 11, provided that if they hadn't closed by 7 months after that approval, which would have been in June, roughly June of this year, then it would automatically revert back. We would respectfully ask the Planning Commission to approve a change to that commitment so that it would instead say, should the developer not close on the purchase of the property by 12/31, December 31st of this year, the city of Greenwood may initiate a zone map change to revert the parcel back to residential large zoning. The reason we haven't closed is we're still working on, this is probably the best exhibit, still working on acquiring some right of way to accommodate the proposed improvements to Bushville Road. There was some question originally about whether there would be an entrance on Bushville Road, but we need additional right of way both off of Bushville Road and Emerson Avenue. And we've been working diligently with the people that own those parcels of real estate, and we're convinced it's going to happen. We just don't have the deal done yet. And the other part was we weren't sure about how the site was going to drain, whether there was a need for some off-site drainage easements. That's been sorted out with the engineering department, as I understand it. And so we just need some additional time. And then if we don't have it done by the end of the year, you folks could initiate a rezone if you wanted to take it back to RL. But we do need that additional time to get that right away in our hands to then allow the site to be developed in the manner shown on this exhibit. So that's the reason for the request, and we respectfully appreciate your favorable consideration of that request.
Okay. Is there anybody else to speak for this? Okay, is there anybody to speak against this? Anybody online? Okay. Close the public hearing. Any questions?
Pretty straightforward.
Huh?
Pretty straightforward.
So just so that I understand correctly, you're asking for an extension to the end of the year?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Well, if there's no questions, there's been a motion that's been prepared.
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve the request to modify the commitments concerning the use and development of real estate made in connection with the rezoning of 43.59 acres of land located at the southwest corner of Bushville Road and Emerson Avenue by ordinance number 21-48 to extend the time for the petitioner to close on the purchase of the site as presented and authorize and direct the commission president to execute and deliver a memorandum regarding the commitment modification regarding common council ordinance number 21-48 to the common council and the commission's behalf.
second,
Motion by Mr. King, second by Mr. Bates. All those in favor of that motion, I'll take roll. We need to, okay, I see Monica, I do not see
Sherry.
Mrs. Gardner.
The screen shares.
Can we,
IT on the screen share, do you show Mrs. Gardner? There you go. We need to see both of them.
We need to see both of them. There we go.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. So it's been a motion and second. Roll. Mr. St. John,
Aye.
Mr. Bates,
Aye.
Mr. King,
Aye.
Ms. Gardner,
Aye.
Monica,
aye,
Mr. Probst,
Aye.
and myself is an aye. Motion carries.
Thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome. Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you.
Any new business from the floor?
I do have an
Okay.
item of new business from the floor. In your rules of procedure, you provide, and it's what I'm reading here, in your rule of procedure 1006, be the designated official for secondary plat approval. In your rules of procedure, you authorize and delegate the approval of secondary plats and the authority to sign secondary plats to the planning director. There is no one delegated in his absence to do that, should he not be here.
Okay.
There was a plat that needed to be approved so that permits could be issued and the project not delayed. And Mr. Pilati, as the senior planner, approved that and signed it.
Okay.
So I would recommend that you ratify suspension of the plan commission rule. 1006 designated official B secondary approval, delegating that authority to the planning director to approve and sign those plats and approve the approval and signing of the Holly Springs section 2 plat by the senior planner.
So moved.
Second.
I'm not repeating
Oh, we gotta
all
repeat all
that.
that. Motion by Mr. King, second by Mr. Probst. All right, roll call again. Mr. St. John,
Aye.
Mr. Bates,
Aye.
Mr. King,
Aye.
Ms. Gardner,
Aye.
Monica,
aye,
Mr. Probst,
Aye.
myself is an aye. Motion carries.
And is it something that you would like us to look at changing? Because you do have in that rule that if the recording secretary happens to be absent or the position vacant, then the clerk of the board of works and safety can sign those documents. But you don't provide what happens if there's a vacancy or an absence. For instance, you have someone who might be on vacation for a couple of weeks, the planning director. Did you want to maybe look at us also suggesting a rule amendment so that the senior planner can sign if the planning director happens to be absent or position vacant?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Obviously, it doesn't come up very often.
Nope.
The first time we've had it. But that would be fine. So you want to draft that up
Yeah,
and then bring
if
it?
you think that's the consensus, we'll put some language together and bring it back to you for.
Agreed.
Makes sense
Okay.
to me.
Monica, Ms. Gardner, you good with that?
yes.
Thank you. That's all I have for new business from the floor.
That's it?
Mm.
All right. Any announcements? Soon we, obviously, we have a petition for the next meeting. Is there any other on the agenda that you know of? Remember? That's okay.
I do not, I know that we have one in Plumpers. I think there, yeah, there is another rezone.
Okay.
I don't remember. where.
Good, Mr. Shell, we're excited for that. No, I'll be here. on the 22nd. All right, anything else? Anybody?
Move with adjourn.
But you have the honor.
Aye.